Hey, welcome back. So, we are in March, and one thing about March is it's Barbie's birthday. Well, March 9th was Barbie's birthday. I'm actually filming a little bit later. But usually for Barbie's birthday, I do something like I take pictures of my favorite Barbies, um, holiday Barbies, different things, the controversial Barbies that had came out over the years, all kinds of things. I love it for Barbie's birthday, being a massive Barbie collector. So today I wanted to do something special, something different. And one of the things that I really love about Mattel and their Barbie brand is that they are very diverse. They have all different skin tones, types, colors, hair textures, sizes. And they also bring out a lot of Barbies for people with disabilities or special needs. People that don't necessarily always look like the standard Barbie or regular people or whatever. I think it's amazing. I think Mattel is doing a wonderful job in their Barbie line. Everything that they've been bringing out is great, from budget line to collectors to collectibles, dolls made for the older people. They've been doing really, really great lately. So I thought I would show you the collection I have gathered of special needs or Barbies with disabilities. So a lot of people didn't know this. Maybe you do, you don't, I don't know. But there was this whole big stink, this whole big controversy back in, I want to say 96 or 97. They came out with this doll called Share a Smile Becky. And Becky is in a wheelchair. And the controversy wasn't even with her being in a wheelchair. It was the fact that the wheelchair wouldn't fit through the door of the dream house that was out at the time. But along with Becky, she also came with Barbie. And it was either Barbie or Nikki, but it was the black version. And maybe Teresa. And they were all friends of Becky's. And I thought that was so, so cute. I actually have Share a Smile Becky. That's what she looks like. I have not taken her out of the box. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to keep her in. But it would be really cool to see with her wheelchairs. Now, after the controversy broke, they did bring out another one, and it was like school photographer Becky. And it was like the same doll, just in a different outfit and a different wheelchair. And I think the wheelchair, they eventually had it like slimmed down to fit in the dream house. I don't know for sure about that, though. She comes with little charm bracelets. I think like the thing was like one for her, one for you, one for your best friend, something like that. And there are the additional dolls that you could buy. Yeah, it doesn't give names. So I don't know if this is Chrissy / Nikki or whomever, what name, or if it's Barbie. That's obviously Barbie. Okay. So recently, 2016 is when they started doing the different body types. I think you got like petite, tall, regular, and I might be missing one. Curvy, they called it. But they also came out with more dolls with more disabilities, which, again, I love. Now, some of these dolls may be in a little rough shape because I do share them with my daughter. But this is the first one I remember them coming out with, was another wheelchair Barbie. She is made to move. Like, all of her joints move. Like, the top of her, elbow, arm, wrist articulation. Oh, and she fell out of her wheelchair. There's that. And then her wheelchair. It is so, like, it's kind of like a real wheelchair. Like, it has, like, locking grips on the wheel so it can't move. And then to hold Barbie in, which it did a horrible job of just there, but it does have a waist clip. And then, so back a few years ago, I don't have this doll, but I've always wanted her, was Barbie's friend Ella. And I believe what it was is that she either had like alopecia or cancer or whatnot. And she was a bald doll, and she came with like 3 or 4 different wigs. When I went to go look for her on eBay, she was crazy expensive. I did not get her. But recently, Mattel just released a Barbie, a bald Barbie, who I love. I had to buy her. I love the outfit. And it's just like a smooth, like squishy head. She's beautiful face sculpt. Love the trendy earrings. So when they released this doll, I looked everywhere for her, and I was not having any luck finding her. And I can't remember if we were in Walmart or Target, and my husband was doing like the regular shopping, and I was like, oh, I'll be right back. And I just wandered off to the toy aisle like I normally do. But I seen her, and I was so excited, and there was only one of her left on the thing. So I go into the aisle, and there's this little girl who was in the aisle, next to me. And I walk by, I'm like, hi, how are you? Blah, 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 blah. And I grab this doll, and I turn around to go leave the aisle. Well, as I'm leaving the aisle, I guess the little girl's mom came down the other aisle, and she was like, oh, honey, did you find the doll that you were looking for? And the little girl goes, I did, but some lady took it. Oh, I felt so bad. I just walked as quickly as I could to my husband, and I told him about it later in the car, and he was like, you're a terrible person. You should have let her have that doll. But for real, I spent so much time looking for her, I couldn't pass her up. I don't know what you guys would have done or what you think about that, but. So the next one that I had purchased was also really super cool, and it is a Barbie with the fake limb. Fake leg. And it does come off. Not easy, but it does. There's that. And American Girl did something similar to this, to a little girl who I think lost her leg to cancer. And I'm assuming gave her the doll for free, which was awesome. But this is really, really freaking cool. I love this. And I love what Barbie is doing. Then the next one that was to come out was, I don't even know if I'm saying this correctly, and I know a bunch of people who have this disorder, maybe not to the extreme. And again, if I'm saying this wrong, please feel free to correct me, but I believe it's ventilago or ventilaga, and it's where just you lose your skin tone in certain areas. You can see she has it on her face, her hands, not so much her legs, definitely not the rest of her. But like I said, I see even people who come into my work, there's a guy that has this, and when we lived in Philly, there was a guy who also had this. He used to go into the Giant that we used to go to. And I just think it's really, really a really neat thing. Not the disorder, of course, the fact that we have representation for that. And the next one I've learned about actually not that long ago. And it was Barbie with the hearing aid. And because Mattel also does American Girl doll too, I'm assuming they did it with the Joss Kendrick, the Girl of the Year 2020. So I figured they thought they would bring it down to Barbie level too. The only thing that's weird about this doll, she has a very cute face, and she is regular height, regular Barbie height, but for some reason, she's very flat-chested. And that's the first time, I'm seeing that body type on Barbie. And it's refreshing for a change. It's different. It's nice. And then the last Barbie that I recently also just found out about, and this isn't really a disability, it's actually a very, very common thing, but I just thought I would put it in there with this video, is that they made Barbie with braces. That is so awesome. That is so cool. And when I found out that they were coming out with this, I also hunted down every fashionista, every Walmart, every Target, just to look for her too, because it's unique. And aside from just the different skin tones, sizes, and disabilities, I like unique dolls. I like dolls that go outside the norm. That's why I like a lot of dolls from the 50s and the 60s, because they're not like anything I've ever seen in my childhood. And I think it's really awesome. The next one that I hear that they're bringing out, and I cannot wait, I'm so excited. I've already started looking, but I haven't seen anybody find it yet, is that they're making a Barbie with Down syndrome. And wow, major applause to Mattel on that one. I can't wait to have her. That sounds so awesome. A lot of toy companies don't realize that people with Down syndrome they're still aware, they still know what's going on. And I'm sure if they had more dolls or more representation like them, it's awesome. It's just so great. And I can't wait to see it. And as soon as I find it or they release it or whatnot, I'll be more than happy to show her on here. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Big shout out, happy birthday, Barbie. She is 64, 65 this year. Fun fact, me and Barbie also have the same initials, BMR. I love it. And yeah, happy birthday, Barbie. Hope you guys liked today's video. Please share, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!